Morning, everyone. So you may have noticed the last couple weeks we've had temple talks centered around stewardship. Now, normally stewardship is just this really boring stuff grown-ups talk about, right? Because only adults fill out pledge cards, and it's normally our parents and grandparents that fill out the gifts and interest forms. Now, as kids and younger members of this congregation, it's probably really easy to think that stewardship has nothing to do with you. But that's not true. Now, how can that be? Well, first, do we know what stewardship really is? Because I know when I was a kid, I thought that it was all about people named Stuart. I have since learned that is not correct. I put a T where there's a D. So really, it's all of us being stewards, not stewards. And being a steward means that you take care of something. Now, there are all sorts of things that we can take care of. If you have a pet, you know, to take care of it, you have to feed it, maybe walk it, or at least make sure it gets some sort of exercise. You have to clean up after it. And of course, you have to make sure there are plenty of toys and treats. So that's already a really good example of what stewardship is all about. So when we talk about stewardship at church, we really want to look at all the ways that we can take care of the church and all the people that make up this congregation. Now, that definitely does include giving money to help make sure that we can help all the ministries have all that they need to work and function. But it is so much bigger than that. We can think of all sorts of ways all the people, including you younger members, can help take care of this congregation. Even during this worship service, we'll pray for our brothers and sisters, and that's a big way we can take care of them. When we are able to be in person again, there are also lots of people who volunteer in what we call worship support. Many of you have helped be greeters or ushers with your families. Others often acolyte or will learn to acolyte soon. These are great ways we help make the service happen, so that's another way of taking care of our congregation. But I think my favorite thing that I've seen from you young people in this congregation is when you come to learn. You ask questions, you make connections, and you help other people in this congregation learn too. Even me. You all have great ideas and points of view that can and should be heard. I know I've learned from some of you when you've pointed out things that I never would have thought about. So I feel like you all take care of me in that way and by others that you learn with, just by helping us be better. It's also important to remember that stewardship isn't just for church. We know that as Lutherans, one of the big things that's really, really important to us is that we take care of our neighbors or the other people that are around us. So yes, that can include taking care of our pets, but it can also be our family, our friends, or all the other people we interact with. So how do we take care of our family? So one way is when we help our parents when they need help with chores like laundry or the dishes, or even it can be just as easy as being nice to your siblings. Now, sometimes when we're talking about taking care of our friends, that can be a little bit easier because those are the people we really, really want to be nice to. But we can be good stewards of our friendships by keeping in touch with them, calling or texting them, or even right now, we can be good friends just by hanging out virtually. I've heard lots of people who have still been able to meet up with friends in video games like Minecraft or Animal Crossing or even Among Us. That's such a good way to be a good friend while still being safe. But we can even be good stewards to people we don't even know very well, but still interact with in our lives. Like if you go to the grocery store, we all wear masks to take care of the people around us and to do what we can to make sure other people don't get sick. Even in life outside of the pandemic, doing things like not littering and picking up trash helps other people, and it helps the planet. Or even things as easy as holding doors open for people or keeping an elevator open really helps people. So there are all sorts of ways we can be good stewards. So when we talk about stewardship, remember that you are a part of it, and we all appreciate how you help take care of this church and help take care of your neighbors.